Well, let's keep going. Wrap it up here tonight on the euro. Euro is trading off the highs of a range this evening, which tells us to expect rotation back to the lows, but not so fast. Ranges don't usually last more than 3 consecutive days in a row, so we are keeping our eyes open for a breakout tomorrow. The buyers have control and have tried once to break to new highs, which tells us they will likely try again using the 2-try rule. So the bulls will be looking for seller failure to go back to the highs and possibly make the breakout pullback up to a measured move tomorrow. Sellers, on the other hand, have already entered the trade short after the buyers failed at the highs and will be looking to add positions with a breakout pullback below the low of the channel tomorrow with a target back down to that low. Now, tomorrow's setting up in the euro to be a relatively interesting scenario. We have 1, 2, 3. Tomorrow is setting up to be the 4th consecutive day inside this range. Now, remember, there's nothing ever guaranteed. There's no guarantee in anything that is trading, right? So for all I know, tomorrow could be a whole nother range day. But historically speaking, it's not probable, right? It's possible, but it's not probable that tomorrow is a range day as well. Typically speaking, we see 3 consecutive days and we're maxed out this market now. Something is going to come out, right, and run this thing outside of its range. So we're going to do our best right now to anticipate that. The very first thing I see right now is sellers are already in this move. Beautiful example of buyer failure off the high. We talked about this in last night's newsletter. Coming off the low, we had the target pinned back at the high. Now back at the high. With that 4th consecutive day in a row, I'm weary of another move back to that low. So I'll be looking for, right, another push below this range. Looking for buyer failure off the high. Sellers are already in. Another opportunity here now for the bears will be a breakout pullback below this range low, right, for a move, or sorry, below that channel low, right, for a move back down to that range. Okay, for the sellers right now, we have to assume the majority of sellers are already in, coming off of that first attempt to break out. That also leaves it wide open now for the buyers to run this price back up and give us the 2-try rule, complete the double up, and complete the rotation back up to this channel. If you're a buyer right now, you're looking to buy this failure, right, seller failure, going back up to retest the high of that range, and most importantly, to retest that, right, that first try breakout and make that target at the double up, and then maybe up to finish off that move here, up to that measured move. So kind of playing it out right now for the buyers. Seller failure, breakout pullback, right? Seller failure. Seller failure. Oh, it's a horrible. There we go. Seller failure, breakout pullback for, again, what I'm expecting is to see those buyers running for that double up. The ultimate thing here now is this is the first try. We got separation, looking for significance. If you're a student of mine, check out the advanced course on trading ranges, and we talk about separation and significance. They got their first try, looking for their second try right now, and that will come with a seller failure back up. Once we get back to that high there, now we're looking for that moving average to come up, right? Hold that pullback, and off we go here. So buyers on failure, buyers on breakout pullbacks, and of course, up to that measured move, right, and up to that 13,165 target overhead. If you're a seller right now on the euro, looking for the same thing, except to the downside, breakout, pull back, and a move down to that low, and then keep an eye out now as that thing moves back to that low. And again, I couldn't tell you what's going to happen tomorrow. It may punch through these highs here. It may finish the rotation back to this low, and then that, of course, is where we expect to see seller failure going right back up in. If we do get that strong breakout, how strong? Strong enough to get that breakout pullback below that range low, rinse and repeat, which we've been talking about, right, for the entire week here on the euro. Again, we don't typically see those 4 consecutive days in a row. Buyers right now are on alert after seeing that first try, seller failure, for that second try, back up to revisit that double up target, at least back up to revisit that high. And then from there, do we keep on going? Do we get a strong enough breakout to keep going? Or do we see this thing fade back into the range and then try to make a run back to the opposite side? Until proven otherwise, buy low, sell high, treat it as a range. We'll be seeing what this thing wants to do tomorrow morning, right, live in real time in our trade room. Hope you guys had a great week with us so far. We've covered a lot this week. Don't forget to shoot me an email